I think we just want to fight everybody. In fact, yeah, I think he said it before. Yes.
Yes, he wanted to fight Tank Davis. That's what I'm saying. Listen, would you have liked to seen that fight with him and Tank Davis?
I like seeing all fights with entertainment fighters. So
okay, one more time, Queen. Would you have liked to see that? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
I want to see your son versus Regis. Yes.
We're taking on a fighter that wanted to fight Tank Davis, that people wanted to see fight Tank Davis. And listen, the Gary Russell shit, it's only who you guys like. If you guys don't like Matias, then what the fuck? If you don't, it's whoever you want. It's like who you want. If you want it to be Tank Davis, it's Tank Davis next. If that's who you want. You know what I mean? But then I have to figure it out. I have to do my best to figure it out. And I think
when you say Regis deserves a champion, Regis is a champion, and your son said he wants to clean up 140. So that means he wants to be undisputed there also.
We could have went to Matias first.
I'm just saying, but it's still a champion. Nobody's going to say anything about your son moving up fighting a champion. That's what he's supposed to do. You just was undisputed at that weight class. You're supposed to move up and fight a champion, regardless of what champion it was. Nobody would have said anything. You know what I'm saying? But really, how interested are you in fighting Tio? Do you care about that fight?
Regis be talking, and he talking English where I can hear it. So maybe if Matias, because but I didn't know that he might have been talking shit. So
that's
what he was saying shit. So you guys helped that fight a little bit. But so Matias doesn't deserve for us to not say Matias, not to say his name, not to say that he's the champion. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. And listen, all them dudes, when you get in there with them dudes, one shot can happen from Tank, one shot can happen from Regis, one shot can happen from Matias. They all stand a shot.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Yeah, I know this may have caught you off guard, but first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to the source because we need to do that more as content creators. A lot of black channels come out with a lot of great content, and mainstream media pick that shit up, but they never say who they got it from. They act like they the originators of that shit. I am not the originator of this footage or content. So I got to give a shout out to 7 Sports TV, Ashley's Corner, and shout out to Bill Haney, man. Straight up out of Oakland. Like a pimp named Shorty from the Oakland Sea. I've been rapping for years and still fell off yet. So if you ever see me rolling in my drop top caddy, throw a peace sign and say, hey, pimp daddy. Cause you know I never front on my foes and slow down and let them gold diggers handle my spokes. Bitches coming dime a dozen, so don't get mad if I fuck your cousin, your two sisters, I even fuck your ex-bitch. Too short coming down on some players. Listen, shout out to Bill Haney. Listen, it ain't that much capping in the world. Yeah, I know it's a rumor out on Bill that he's capped. I wonder why it ain't no room on Espinoza, Leonard Ellaby, Eddie Hearn. Bro, it's a lot of cappers in boxing. But it seems that Bill seems to be the only one that's called cap. Listen, I'm not going to stay on Bill long. I'm just going to say Bill is the representation of Devin Haney. They're partners with DHP Promotions. So just like when you motherfuckers heard Samson say, this was years ago, that Benavidez needed $10 million to fight Andre and shit like that. And when your promoter speak for you, bro, that's you too. He's your representative. I'm gonna tell you something. Bill Haney remind me of my father. Nah, rest in peace to my father. But my father was my football coach. You know, he kind of instilled that fearless shit in me. You know what I'm saying? Because he worked the shit out my ass all summer. Yeah, all that shit. I had to train before the practice even started. I was already in training camp. Anyway, I told you the way Bill raised him. He had to fight 3 different dudes and only could throw a jab. And certain shit he used to do. And these were damn near grown men. But Bill ain't finna let his son duck a bitch ass thing. He's not finna let his son take the easy way. Let me tell you something. If Bill really wanted the easy route, you ain't heard Bill or Devin Haney mention Rolly Romero. He a champion. That's the easiest fight. That's the easiest belt to me. Is to fight Rolly. You won't even hear him talk about Rolly. No, bro. One thing I trust about Devin Haney and I trust about Bill Haney as a promoter, he not putting his son in there with no. You got to be the best, bro. You got to be one of the best, one of the top guys, and shit like that. So, I know a lot of people are saying, well, why you talking about Matias? Listen, bro. At this point, you got to talk about him, bro. Listen, it is too many fighters not mentioning Matias' name. And he's a champ. It'll be a difference if he wasn't a champion. Nobody knew him or none of that. Listen, I think he do need more support. I'm not saying he not know nobody. Motherfuckers know who Matias is. Because that last Matias video I made, the Puerto Ricans pulled up. Yeah, he got support. But he don't have the mainstream support. I think he got support of his people. But mainstream they not promoting him like that, bro. Over there at PBC, in my opinion, he should be bigger, in my opinion. And you're a world champion. Action packed, bro. I just feel like I just been waiting, bro, and I already predicted this. I already told you 3-4 videos ago. I said if Devin beat Regis, he'll fight Matias. I believe it in my heart. I said he'll fight Matias because I don't think Tio will ever fight Matias. He'll fight Regis. I don't think Tio, and it ain't me shitting on Tio, but I just don't, bro. I don't trust nobody who don't take boxing serious. That's why I don't trust Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson is very skilled, but I do not trust him. I don't trust you at all. So I don't trust Tio, even though he's talented. I don't think he's better than Matias. He may be more elusive and certain shit like that and got a little more athleticism, but Matias is very athletic. I think Matias is the best 140 pounder. I think he's the best 140 pounder. I'm going to tell you some wild shit. I think Richardson, Hitchens, and Matias are the top 140 pounders. I'm not going to talk about Gary Antoine Russell until I find out if he's going to be active or not, or if he's... I wish he called for some fights. I just want to see some hunger. I know you went through that with your father and your brother, and I hate that. But until I know that Gary Antoine Russell is in full effect and PBC is actually trying to get him in big fights, I don't know, bro. Gary Antoine Russell, I fucks with him, bro. One of my favorite fighters, but I don't know what's up with his career. But in my opinion, the best 140 pounders, top two, Richardson Hitchens and Matias. Richardson Hitchens, I'm telling you, bro, he'll beat T.O. I'm going to tell you why. T.O. struggles with boxers. I'm going to tell you something real quick about T.O. that we don't talk about because we act like that loss didn't happen against Cambosis. Bro, that was a real loss. Yes, documented. Listen, I'm going to tell you some real shit. Just look at it, bro. I know he said his heart damn near exploded or he had a collapsed lung or some shit. Nah, that wasn't what it was, bro. What happened was, now look, I want to show you something about boxing, bro. Styles make fights. Look at Josh Taylor. Look at that fight. It was easy as shit. Because Josh Taylor has no feet, and he comes for it. He's right there to be hit. When you look at how Cambosis fought T.O., Cambosis moved and boxed. He didn't just walk T.O. down because that's T.O. best shit. So what I'm saying is T.O. struggles with boxers. Richardson Hitchens, he would have a hard time even hitting him. And Richardson Hitchens in that right hand, he got power. So you're not going to walk through him. I think those are the best two fighters. I told you Richardson Hitchens might be better than Devin. He might be better. Because I got Richardson Hitchens beating Regis. I'm more confident that Hitchens can beat Regis than Devin. Listen, I ain't gave my prediction, but Devin got to really show me he can beat Regis. I'm not saying that, like, he's more skilled, bro, but it's more shit because it's the way I want him to beat him. I don't want it to be a safe fight. I want you to beat his ass. I want you to outbox him, but beat him up. Yeah, like some, almost to the level of, I ain't going to say Floyd and Diego Corrales, because he just beat the dogs. I don't see you dropping Regis no 4 times, but I just want to I want you to really, I want you to beat up on him. I don't want you to just fight a safe fight. And I don't think he's going to fight a safe fight. which is why I think he's gonna get hurt in that fight. But nah, he gonna have to beat up Regis. You ain't gonna have to do that. That safe shit ain't gonna work. You gonna have to and when I say safe shit, I'm not talking down. I'm talking about which I have. Listen, because Richardson Hitchens fought that fight, a safe fight in his last fight. I don't diss those performances, but on this stage, with you being in your hometown, this a home cook. You got to show out. And you fighting Regis, and he talking this. You got to beat him up. Devin got to beat him up. You can outbox him, and everybody know that. But I want to see you outbox him, but punch on him too, though. But sit down on some shots, mix it up with him too. But don't be fighting on the inside and shit like that. But I'm not saying go to war with him, because you don't want to go to war with Regis, in my opinion, especially in your first fight at 140. But it's gonna get gangster. When it get gangster, if you think it ain't gonna get gangster with Regis, it's gonna get gangster. And I want to see how you perform under that kind of pressure. Regis' feet are slow, but they ain't slow as people think. He gonna get to you. He gonna get to you. Inside that ring for 12 rounds, there's no way you don't get hit by Regis. Everybody know you're going to get hit, but it's just how you get hit and how you respond. I don't think Devin Cheney at all. I think he showed that in a lot of fights, especially in the Loma fight. Loma hurt all his opponents. Loma ain't no knockout artist, but he hurted dudes when he throw combinations and shit. That motherfucker be hurting his opponents. Devin stayed in the pocket, bro. So, but Regis can damn sure clip you. But, so I'm saying this to say this. I'm not trying to skip past Devin and Regis. That's the point I'm making. I'm not saying like Devin finna just beat Regis. But I'm saying, win, lose, or draw, I want to see the winner fight Matias. Or if not Matias, Richardson Hitchens. No, bro. At this point, Matias gonna have to do either two things. He need to, I like to see him come out and talk more. And call for these fights, bro. Get your fans behind you and shit like that. And call for these fights, bro, because dudes is not calling to fight him. Just like dudes ain't calling to fight David Morrell, bro. I keep telling dudes about David Morrell. David Morrell a bad man, bro. And I like Cuban fighters a lot too, though. No cap. I ain't gonna lie. But shit, speaking of Cuban fighters, Ray Murtilla. That's somebody we don't never talk about. And he's with Top Rank. And he just knocked out, was that Nakatili? Yeah, knocked him out in like inside 3 rounds. Listen, Ray Murtilla is a fighter you don't hear much about, but he's at 135. Cuban fighter. Southpaw. But he got devastating power, good defense, very good fundamentals, high ring IQ. Ray Murtilla is ready right now. I'm going to tell you 2 fights that he's ready for right now. He would beat Jermaine Ortiz right now. But Ray Murtilla versus Frank Martin is a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. Ray Murtilla almost ready for Shakur. He'd be ready for Edwin De La Santa, but he almost ready for Shakur, bro. Maybe even right now. Ray Murtilla is a bad man, bro. Ray Murtilla beat Loma. Yeah, he ain't got a lot of experience, but I think he'll beat Loma. I think he'll beat the shit out of Kambosos. He'll beat up JoJo Diaz. I ain't gonna lie. I think Ray Murtilla will beat Kid Austin. No, Ray Murtilla is very underrated at lightweight. Very underrated. Like I said, when I think about Ray Murtilla, I don't know if he's ready for the Tank and the Shakurs. But he right at the doorstep down there. That's a bad boy there, man. But anyway, Matias, he gonna be one of them fighters that, like I said, bro, you finna have to come out and say some shit or push for these fights, because I don't see PBC pushing for it. And you and Gary Antoine Russell at the same promotion. So I don't know how that fight don't seem to be able to take place. But that's a fight I would love. But I'm telling you right now, bro, I keep saying it because Boot's going to be at 147 for it. He's going to be there about 2 more years, bro. Whoever come out on top at 140, that's who I want to see. I'm telling you, I think it's out of Matias, Richardson Hitchens, and the winner of Devin Haney versus Regis, bro. That's who it's gonna be, bro. And whoever come out on top, bro, I want to see you call out. I want to see you move up to 147 and call out Boots. That's what I want to see, bro, because 140 pretty deep. You know somebody who really done got quiet? Jose Ramirez. Jose, since that ass whooping to Josh Taylor, bro, he done lost hope. He done lost hope. Jose Ramirez, and I was a fan of Jose. Jose Ramirez can fight. That motherfucker can fight. But when he lost, his heart showed. And when he turned down that Regis fight, his heart showed, bro. He just seemed to, and that Pedraza performance wasn't the best. Jose Ramirez, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do if he's gonna stay at 140 or what he's gonna do, but he's with top rank. But I was just glad to hear it. Ain't nobody else calling Matias' name, so yeah, I just think it added a little spice to the 140-pound division. And but I will say this though, that shit gonna get back to Matias. Hey, that shit Bill said, it's gonna get back to him. I expect to hear from Matias real soon. I expect to hear from him real soon. That motherfucker cold though. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. And I'm gonna tell you this: Devin Haney versus Matias. Okay, I think Shakur is Devin's toughest fight, but Matias is damn near just as tough. On a different level though. With Shakur, it's skill, it's a ring IQ, it's the southpaw stand. It's a lot of shit with Shakur, but with Matias, it's strength, bro, and he got fast feet. His feet are very fast. That motherfucker get to you quick. Quick. And he got power in both hands. He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world. Anyway, but now, that motherfucker hit hard. He got fast hands, too. Matias got long reach. Is Matias like 5'10"? I think he's 5'11". Very long. I'm telling you, bro, Teofimo would never fight Matias. I predict that shit. I predict it, bro, and it sound like I don't like Teo, bro. Plus, when you moved up, bro, you didn't really fight a dog. You waited on that Josh Taylor shit, bro. You fought Sandor Martin and had a tough fight. I think Teo Cole, and don't get it twisted. I think Devin versus Teo, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight for Devin. That's a tough fight. But I favor Devin in that fight. Yeah, the boxer. He gonna outbox him. But Teofimo is very good though. Don't get it twisted, and he got power. I just don't trust him. That's why it's hard for me to throw him in the mix. Rolly got a belt, but somebody need to knock him the fuck out. You know what? Fuck it, Rolly versus Matias. Goddamn unification. Matias gonna beat the dog shit out of him. At this point, I don't know if they because that original Aztec warrior that he fought that dropped him. I don't know if they're trying to give him the decision over Rolly or not, or Rolly gonna have to rematch that old Mexican dude. I don't know, but if you rematch him, I'm going for the Aztec warrior by stoppage. And he on his way out. He about 48, but I don't know. But Rolly, in my opinion, he kind of in the way. Rolly not that good, bro. Rolly in the way. I got everybody beating Rolly. Everybody. Just about all the top 10 fighters at 140, I got them beating Rolly. But if you got a big plate ahead of you, bro. You get past Regis, I'm telling you, it's finna get gangster. It's already gangster with Regis. But after Regis, because I think Hitchison and Matias is slightly better than Regis. Slightly better. But they all up there. But I'm telling you, bro, Regis and Hitchens is very underrated too, though. I don't know if they make that Hitchison versus Matias fight. Hitchens ain't calling for that shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Hitchens ain't calling for that shit. Like, ain't nobody calling for that Matias smoke, bro. That's why I had to do this video, bro. I was just so glad to hear his name. I was glad to hear Bill say Matias. That means he's on y'all radar. If Bill Haney mentioned a fighter name, because he didn't mention Rolly, bro. And when Ashley's corner asked him about Teo, he really wasn't trying to talk about that either, because I think he think that Teo, we don't even know if he coming back. He came out and mentioned Matias. Out of all the 140 pounders, he mentioned the dog of all dogs. I'm telling you right now, Bill is the co-promoter of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, and I'm telling you, if Big Bill said it, you goddamn right. I'm gonna stamp that shit. Because one thing I know about fans gonna hold Bill to everything he say. And I'm telling you right now, we're gonna hear from Matias real soon. This shit gonna get back to him, I'm telling you. Nah, but I'm telling you, Devin, I'm telling you, Devin gonna be one of them fighters, bro. He gonna be in a lot of epic fights. Win, lose, or draw. Cause I'm telling you, bro, you got a tough road. If you beat all this shit that's up ahead of you, bro, you a bad motherfucker. Because some of these fights, I'm not gonna favor Devin Haney in. Devin Haney versus Matias, bro. I think, but I don't know, bro. Devin can beat him, though. Hell yeah, Devin can beat him. Devin can beat him. And I don't think he's levels above Devin or none of that shit. It's just tough. I think Matias might be the strongest fighter at 140. I don't know, bro. I just don't know. And that's why him and Gary Antoine Russell both have great inside game. But anyway, it's just exciting, bro. I'm telling you. And another thing, I'm gonna keep saying this shit, bro. Devin Haney, you need to give up them belts, bro. Get that shit, cause Shakur gonna take over. And you know another thing. Hold on. Let me say that. Yeah, I think Shakur gonna take over at 135. But when I look at things, cause I seen Tank tweeting, you know, and when Tank tweet, the whole world. But pretty soon, bro, imagine Tank and Shakur at 140. Imagine Tank, Shakur, Richardson, Hitchens, Matias, Gary Antoine Russell, Devin Haney, Regis. That would be the most fire division in boxing, hands down. Because when you look at 135, all you got is Tank and Shakur left. I don't know why they're not calling for that fight. That's the only fight left. That's the fight that's left. And after that, you got some up-and-coming 135 pounders. That's why I think Tank and Shakur need to move to 140. If they can fight each other at 135 or some shit like, if not, bro, come to 140. 140 where it's at, damn near. At this point, I think 140 is where it's at. Ain't nobody come to see Loma. Ain't nobody worried about Otis. Ain't nobody worried about Loma and fighting. Because Loma, ever since that loss, bro, he done hid off and went back to the villages of Ukraine and shit like that. But 140, interesting, bro. I'm going to keep saying it, bro. People don't realize how good Richardson Hitchens is. Richardson Hitchens, I think he got the third best defense in boxing. Yeah, better than Devin. I got Devin number 4. Shakur, Andre, Richardson Hitchens, yeah. I got Devin number 4. Tank number 5. But yeah, Richardson Hitchens got hellified defense. Hellified defense. I don't know, he may be number 2. He may be better. I don't know, Andre though. Andre defense different. But 140 is very interesting. I'm very interested to see who's gonna come out on top at 140. Because when you think about it, bro, somebody gonna have to meet up with Boots eventually. Cause when I look at it, bro, Boots moving up to 154, I think he need to reign at 147 for about 2-3 more years. Reign, bro. Knock off standing on, just knock off anybody coming, bro. 154, all you got is Tim Zoo. That's it, Lubin. You know, Spence finna move up there, but I don't know, bro. I think Boots should reign at 147 for at least 2 more years. And that's how he been talking. Like, he want to get all the titles. So, because at 154, only fights for Boots, in my opinion, is Spence. I don't know where Bud gonna move up to. I just think Bud gonna retire much sooner than Spence. I think Spence gonna fight longer than Bud. So I see Spence at 154. Man, you got Tim Zoo. That's it. Lubin good, bro, but Lubin good, bro, but I think the fighters at 140, they're younger, bro. When you look at it, 154, bro, them dudes up there. And I love Spence, and I would love the Spence versus Boots fight. I would love it in the future, but I love that fight. Don't get me wrong, I want that fight too. Don't get it twisted. I want the Bud fight too, but I don't see Boots versus Bud ever happening. I don't see it ever happening. I could see Spence versus Boots. Not saying Bud ducking. I just think Bud ain't interested in that shit. Spence will fight him though. Spence will fight him before Bud will. But not saying that like Spence got more heart than Bud. But it'll line up. Plus he at PBC. Or whatever the hell they gonna be after this shit. But them 140 pounders, bro, they young. Boots young. Them 140. Everybody at 140 is young. The oldest fighter is Regis. Matias like 23, 24, some shit. T.O. Young, Richardson and Hitchens young as shit. These dudes under 25. I'm telling you, bro, I want to see 140 pounders after they mix it up, move up to 147. Because Boost is finna take over 147 in my opinion. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.